there. Thanks for joining us. Trip Eisner, Jaime Diaz here. We're going to talk about a guy who should have been in the winner's circle more than one time at this point in his career. And, of course, yesterday, I'd say a heartbreaking loss just because he looked like in total control. Speaking of Tony Finau.
Yes.
And he lost to Webb Simpson in a playoff at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Sum up Tony's career and potential. I mean, what did you take away from yesterday?
Well, I think because of the narrative now sort of building that, gosh, he's got, 28 top 10 since he last won and, 6 seconds and I think 3/3. So he's always around and he's clearly a very talented player. There's this pressure now of expectation. Hey, you got to close. That's the thing that's missing. So I think that's exactly why that was so heartbreaking, because I think he had kind of something to prove. He's moved to Scottsdale. Kobe Bryant, who was a guy he really admired, died. It was emotional for him. I think that he was going to take the mamba mentality, and obviously that sounds like something you can't just do automatically. But he certainly had been influenced by Kobe, and so everything was going his way, and it looked like he was in control, as you say, and he lost it. And I would say Webb won it.
I would say it was a combination of both.
Sure.
Because, look, from a player's standpoint, the 15th hole, if you hit it in that fairway, you've got to walk off
and
that
what
hole
did Tony have in there?
He had an iron.
Yeah, 6 iron, 5 iron, something like that.
And he hit it in the bunker, which is okay, but he hit a good bunker shot. Again, putter. Now, we're going to get to that in a minute. But you can't walk away. If you hit that fairway, look, that is a hard fairway to hit. But when you have his kind of length and you hit that fairway, fine. And then the big mistake to me was putting it in a bunker where he's got a 60-some-yard bunker shot, because those things are very, very difficult. You don't practice them a lot. And you can't walk. If he walks away with a 4 on 15 or a 3 on 17, it's over. It's over. And it's done, and he's got to do that.
Tell me about the tee shot on 17, because you played it.
I have.
And what happened to Tony there?
Well, he hit 3-wood, and I think that was the right club for him, okay? Because he's about even with Webb's driver. Webb drove it up on the right side of the green, just short of pin high.
Right.
Great 2-putt. He mishit that 3-wood, okay? Because one of two things, he was trying to maybe take a little off of it, which was a mistake. I think even if you go in the back bunker, it's still better than that bunker.
But it brings water in left if you do hit it hard. So,
it does. Yeah. And water's in play there. And maybe there was a little guiding there.
I'm thinking at that point he's thinking, don't lose it, because I don't think Webb's going to win it and take it from me. But he did.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the putter, because on 18, great drive. I mean, longest of the week.
358.
All week.
Yeah.
350 something, close to 360.
Yeah.
Just a laser where he'd driven it in that bunker on the left every other time.
Yeah.
When he needed it most, he hit a great drive. He hit a great second shot.
Yeah.
But I've played there. I've had that putt, and I can tell you, that putt breaks more than you think. I told people when I was watching, I said, if he misses this, it's going to miss low. Everybody misses
Plus
that
extremely fast. So if you try to jam it and take the break out of it, then you got a 5-footer, and then that's something you don't need at that moment.
But, that could be the Achilles heel.
No question,
for Tony. He's got all the skill set. And I think, how surprised are you, after the Ryder Cup, his performance, he was one of the few shining lights in the last Ryder Cup.
And had a good President's Cup.
And had a great President's Cup.
Yeah.
The guy's got to start putting trophies in his case.
Yeah, I'm going to give him not a pass, but I'm certainly going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's still on the up. That he'll take from this something positive, and I think he's got enough youth. He's not the youngest guy, but he's relatively inexperienced in terms of being a guy who was groomed to be a tour player. I mean, he comes from a really hard scrabble background. And I think he's a tough guy, because he's endured a lot. It wasn't necessarily tragedy. Certainly losing his mother was really hard. But the main thing was, he didn't have a lot of advantages. He's a tremendous athlete who's still kind of rounding his game out, I think.
Yeah.
He reminds me of, not to say that the same applies to him, but Tom Lehman, great ball striker, quite long, could not make the big putt very often.
Right. But he did enough in his career.
Well, he won it. He won the Open Championship. And that was awesome. But he had the lead at the U.S. Open 3 years in a row in the 50 hole and didn't close just because he couldn't make an 8-footer when he had to make it.
Yeah.
Jose Maria beat him at the Masters. I mean, he hit the ball well enough to win many tournaments.
He did.
And I think Tony's right now in that category.
That's a good analogy, Jaime. I like that because I haven't played golf with Tony. I've seen him play.
Played a lot with Tom.
I did play with Tom. And I can just tell you that that's a good analogy. I think Tony's got more length and more power, but that's the element of the game today that Tom would have had.
He would have had it with this
equipment.
equipment. With this equipment, yes.
He would have, clearly. But I like that analogy. So, look, if I'm him, I'm saying, hey, I'm going to have a nice career because Tom Lehman had a great career. I mean, won a lot of money.
Yeah.
And Tony's won close to over $18 million.
But if I'm Tony, I'm going to go find a putting guru or somebody I trust. Could be Tiger Woods. I don't know.
Brad Faxon. Look at what he's done for
with
Rory McIlroy.
And just cut your practice time hitting balls. I don't think he grinds a lot on the range.
No.
He's pretty natural. But make it 90-10, 90 putting and 10% everything else, and make yourself a good putter if you can. And that's the mama mentality that he could apply to that, because Kobe didn't like enduring or tolerating a weakness.
Well, I'll tell you a guy who turned himself into a good putter, and there's only a limit, I believe, with putting. You're either going to be a great putter, a good putter, a great putter, and you don't have to do the work, or you can turn yourself into a good putter. And there are no bad putters on the PGA Tour.
That's right. You can't stay out there.
No, you can't. And trust me, I mean, you're not going to be out there long if you can't putt.
Yeah.
But Vijay Singh, he turned himself into several different ways. Turned himself into a good putter, and I mean,
with work,
tons of work, and that's your point. I think Tony. Now the final question: does he end his career with a major championship? Or
I think so. I think he's going to have a week where everything's clicking, and he's got a good putting week. I just feel like he hits it so well. I mean, that length is such an advantage on par fives. I could see it at Augusta. He almost, he was right there, and he put it in the water on 12.
With almost a sprained ankle.
Yeah, playing with Tiger, too.
Yeah.
So, no, that was the other year with the sprayed ankle.
Right.
Yeah, last year. Last year he was right there. I mean, he's made for it. And oh, I'm sorry about that.
Well, that's fine. Somebody's calling, telling us to wrap it up.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So that'll do it. They're calling, telling us to wrap it up. So Ivy's going to talk to them, and we're talking to you, and we'll keep doing it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel.